Good evening, good night, I'm BraveCarriesFr, and this is a fun video to make, because I just got first place in my locals with Adventurer Horus. I didn't actually think this was going to happen, but just the right lineup of matchups today, I guess. You know, I'm playing well into boards and all. Just sort of, I don't know, came into my favor, I guess. Because the Horus cards, oh my god, they're so much fun.
I interrupt this deck profile really quickly to say that I'm super disappointed in myself that I didn't put in the easiest, freest, brave carried for real joke in here, considering it's my goddamn name. Anyway, enjoy the profile.
Getting us started off here, we have the 3 Imp set, obviously, because he's the best one, because he searches the thing that can summon the rest of them. Kevin Senyuf, Happy, and Dwamatef. These guys are so nuts. This one, every time I used its draw effect, I think I won the game, so that was kind of nuts. Yeah, no, I like to play all 4 because they're all just 4 free special summons, and you discard enough in this deck because you're playing like the Adventurer cards as well, so it's not really a bother ever getting them in grave. As well, I play obviously 3 Sark because I want to see these guys as often as possible. I play 2 Walls of the Imperial Tombs and the Terraforming. I didn't have a third one of these. The only reason I have 2 is because I thought I didn't have one. So I ordered one in for the tier list that I made before, and then I ended up finding a second one, so I was just like, oh, okay, I've got field spells and everything like that. So that's 9 ways to access the King Sark, and then I play 12 total with 3 Foolish Burial Goods, a Turtle, and a Rainbow Bridge of Salvation. This is like the Horus engine, and damn, this this tortoise is putting in a lot of work for me recently. And so is the Rainbow Bridge and everything like that, both in tier and in this now. Yeah, no, it's just a bunch of ways, basically just access this to access this. And having this is always advantageous, because it puts a bunch of big guys, and if your opponent outs anything, you just draw a bajillion cards. Or like, you just plus so hard. And that's why I want to access these cards as often as possible. You probably should play a third one of these if you can, but I just didn't have one for the weekend, so it is what it is. Yeah, nothing else really to go over here other than this is just a bunch of consistency pieces to make sure that you can see King Sark as often as possible, and I did see it very, very often. Alright, so we're getting into the adventure pieces now. This is a very small engine, 8 card engine as well. We got 3 Enchantress, the Griffin Rider. You could play a Legal Knight, but I just chose not to because it was like, it doesn't really feel necessary. It's just another brick that you don't need. A Red of Emissary, a Fateful Adventure, and a Dracoback. I don't have another right just because, like, I mean, you don't really need it because you can go through your deck, like, so quickly. But as well, like, I just don't own one. So, again, it's like the same thing as the Walls. I just don't have a third one to play. But this is fine because it keeps the deck at 40 cards pretty reliably. So, yeah, and then we just get onto a bunch of non-engine. So, 3 Ash, 3 Veeler, 3 Imperm, 3 Tactics, and 3 Skill Drain. Right, so Ash, Veeler, Imperm are just like I don't know, I just feel like the hand traps I'm the most comfortable with right now. I do like Nibiri a lot, however, my dude Alex, he put me off Nibiri, at least in the main deck, and told me, yo, you should try Skill Drain, because it's really hard to out like both Skill Drain and the King Sark without any form of, with any form of engine. So it's just like, oh, you know, that's fair enough, actually. So play the Skill Drain. The Tactics, this was probably the best card of the day, like, besides the King Sark itself. The Tactics, oh my god, I drew 2, I stole a bunch, and I fucking, I looked at a hand once, didn't really do a lot, because he just drew the same card I put back, but apart from that, I drew a bunch with this card, and it just kept drawing me into my many, many ways to access King Sark. And I love Tactics for it. This is a really good deck to have Tactics in to just draw 2, because you can't really play anything else, because you don't want to play Prosby because it conflicts with the draws, and you don't want to play Pot of Extravagance. I mean, you could, but again, it conflicts with the draws. You don't want to play Desires because you play enough one-offs in the deck, so it's not worth it. It's a very, like, basic list, but it's a good list. It did well. And then we've got 3... no, then we got the side deck, yeah. Side deck? Fuck, extra deck, my bad. Yo, I'm off my game today. A Dragalubion, a Numeron Dragon, and a Hope Harbinger. This is like some weird OTK package, and this did come up. I played Goblins, and this play, after baiting out their absolutely monstrous amount of interruption going into this, and then just I had 28,000 attack points on the Numeron Dragon, so I hit him for, I think it was 26,800 points of damage per game, which was nuts. I played Dingirsu, a Coach King, and an Infection Buzz King. Didn't summon any of these. Summon a Sprint. I summoned this once in time, but that was only because I drew Scattershot in order to, like, stall for game. Or sorry, stall for time. You'll see this in like a vlog that I end up uploading. Dark Charmer area, didn't summon Dark Charmer, but I summoned area quite a few times. Like, this was crazy. Didn't summon IP, went into Selene a lot, didn't summon like Unicorn. Every time I went into Selene, I went into Access Code Talker, there's Underworld Goddess, and I guess there's Psychic and Punisher for any point where I'm like down points, but I have like an Ash Blossom, so I can go into this. Never came up. Like, you don't really need a lot of the extra decks, just sort of tailor it to your locals. I probably will be putting an Anima or a Link Karibo in here, just because there's a guy at my locals, he plays hero, and he often, well, no, he will go for the Dark Angel lock against this deck, obviously, because it's so spell important, so I kind of need a way to beat that, because my engine kind of can't. Alright, side deck, we've got Scattershot, just another win button in time, just like Coach King and everything like that. It's just easier. 3 Droll, 3 Nibiru. I still wanted to have Nibiru. This did come up a couple times, but for the most part, I was fine with it being in the side deck. I kind of liked the other main deck hand traps, and the access to talents was unreal. 3 Cosmic Cyclone, 2 Evenly, and 2 Judgment. Judgment was just the last 2 cards. I was recently playing Super Poly, and it just didn't feel good. So I was like, let's just put in Judgment. Let's just get another going first option in here, and I didn't see it, but I feel very comfortable with this kind of lineup. Evenly came up, Cosmic came up, Droll came up, Scattershot came up, like, everything came up in here, and if I did see this, it would have came up against the matchups that I did end up signing it in against, so that is pretty good. And so yeah, that wasn't very long, because there actually wasn't a lot to explain here. It's a very simple, very cool, very fun list. I highly recommend playing this if you can, just because it's a good wad of fun. That's mostly what it was today, and I ended up winning, and I was very happy about that. If you enjoyed, consider dropping a like and maybe a sub and a comment to engage. I would love to hear your thoughts on this deck, and I'll see you next time. Have a good rest of your day.